My name is Samir Seely. I'm from Lebanon, Al. I decided to come to Australia in late 1969. Migration in those days was easy, and I chose Australia because most of my friends here. And I was a hairdresser, ladies hairdresser in those days, and I had my own salon in Byblos, Jebel. I met a lady, I was doing her hair, and she told me while we were chatting and talking that she was leaving to Australia from Lebanon, tomorrow. I said, wow, I'd like to go to Australia as well because I have no one, to sponsor me or something like that. And she said, I can do that. My husband, easy, he can help, and he's a retired teacher in Sydney, and he always helping people, and I said, really? And yeah, she said, look, just give me a photocopy of your idea and a couple of photos, and that's it. I received a letter from the Australian embassy in Beirut. She said, you got an interview, 2 weeks time with the, I said, oh, I was shocked, because last 2 months went by, I forgot all about it. And so I went ahead and I went to the interview, and they were happy with it, and they said, okay, we're going to send you to a medical check and everything, all that. And so 2 months later, I received a letter, said, okay, everything fine, and your visa's ready. Anytime you come, you get it. So till then, I didn't have a passport. I hadn't made it. So I went, in the same day, I got a passport, and I went to the Australian embassy. They stamped the visa on it and everything, and ready. And I said, okay. That was in June 1969. So yeah, booked September the 16th. I arrived in Australia September the 18th. I arrived the Thursday. I started work on Monday. 2 months later, I decided to come to Geelong. So I took a long weekend off and came to Geelong. I like Geelong. I like Geelong very much. So 3 weeks later, I arrived in Geelong. I came, from Sydney, looking for a job, of course. I got a job a week later, and I got a job with a hairdressing salon, in the city, and I worked with them for like a year and a half. I bought my own salon after that. I kept it for a couple of years till end of '74. I was doing hairdressing end of '74, and the war started in Lebanon that year. Start trouble, and I sold the salon, and I went to Lebanon in 1975. My last business was open a Lebanese takeaway place, here. I introduced the falafel, shawarma to Geelong. No one had it, no one knew about shawarma, and I opened a cafe called Sam's Cafe, still running now, still going now, and it took a while to take off, but now it's doing very well, and I had it that's 35 years ago, I had it for 30 years and I sold it anyway. Go back to 1981, I went back to Lebanon.
Yep.
I met my wife and got married, and spent 6 months in Lebanon, came back and started a family. I've got 2 boys, and they're well educated here, and they've got jobs, and I'm happy with that, and happy with the result, why they, honestly, do that if I stayed in Lebanon. I could not done it at all. Here, Australia, I mean, it's a country, done so much, for us, and I can't thank them enough, honestly. For me, anyway, personally, I'm talking about myself, and I'm very happy here with them, and they treat us very well, and so here we are. After 50 years, I'm still here, and I think I'll spend the rest of my life here. Lebanon, I go to Lebanon as my birth country, but I'll go there, catch up with my family, and visit and come back here. It's sad what's happening in Lebanon, at the moment, and I wish, they found a solution, because I feel sorry for the Lebanese people, the way they've been treated, the way things going, and and we feel hopeless here. We can't do anything, honestly. I get frustrated sometimes, you know. I want to help, but how? I mean, who are you going to help? And then I've got a big family over there, you know. I go there to spend some quality time with them, you know, because I've been away for too long, you know, 50 years I've been away from my family, most of my family in Lebanon. That's why I keep going, you know, every year I go spend 6 months there, 6 months here, and it's a hopeless situation, you know, and it's just a very sensitive issue, you know.